Yo, do you have mosquito repellent? Mosquito repellent? Alright, never mind. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Flip Flow. I'm reporting here from lovely Costa Rica, here in Playa Avellanas. I just got out of the water, was surfing a little beach break, and it was super fun. There was some nice little tubes. Actually had a really fun wave that I'm really happy about. But now I need to flow, stretch it out, get the pranayama going. And yeah, I invite you all to begin in a Sukhasana position, which is a cross-legged seated. And just begin to tune into the body. Tune into your 3-part breath, which is filling up the belly, then the ribs, and then the chest on the inhale through the nose. Pause at the top of your inhale, and as you exhale, compress the chest, and then the ribs, and then the belly. Inhale. Pause at the top. Now compress the ribs and the belly. Inhale, fill up the belly and the ribs and the chest. And at the bottom of your exhale, press the navel up to your spine to really push out all the toxins, all the negativity, and get all that CO2 out, and then breathe in all the oxygen. But if you do it with 3-part breath, you get to fill up with a lot more oxygen and get a way deeper breath. Also, I want you to keep your spine long from your tailbone to the crown of your head, and draw your shoulders down away from the ears, creating space in the neck. Continue with the 3-part breath. The 3-part breath relieves anxiety, reduces stress, promotes digestion, and assists with relaxation. And with this breath, you might start feeling a little more heat in your body now that you got the energy flowing. You got oxygen reaching new parts of your body, your fingers, your feet. I invite you to set some intentions for today's practice. My intention is surf recovery. So I want to stretch out all the muscles that I just worked out during my surf sesh. You might be returning from a little bike ride or a little walk or a jog. Still a great way to maintain the body and prevent injury. Bring your hands to heart center, and at the top of your next inhale, we're going to let out a collective Om. From wherever you may be, start with a nice wide ah sound and then go to the O. And then end with a that's nice and full of vibrations with the M ringing through your whole body. Inhale, 3-part breath. Namaste. Make your way onto all fours and begin in a tabletop posture. With your shoulders stacked over your elbows stacked over your wrists, your hands spread wide with your fingers like if you're doing a high five. Keep a micro bend in the elbow. Rotate the triceps outward. Stack your knees underneath your hips. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Tuck in the tailbone. So instead of dumping in your back, you're bringing your pelvis forward. You're pressing your navel towards your spine. And you're keeping your index fingers pointed towards the front of your mat, parallel to each other, and also parallel to the outside edges of your mat. Tabletop posture. As you inhale, raise your tailbone and your gaze and a micro bend in your middle back for a cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, press against the mat. Shift your gaze towards your navel. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, extend the right arm forward and the left leg back, keeping the left foot flexed. Exhale, bring the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, extend the right arm, left leg back. Exhale, compress it together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it together. Return to tabletop. Switch to the other side. Inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg back. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Return to tabletop. Spread your knees a little wider. And bring your bums towards your heels. Move your hands forward. Drop your head for a child's pose. You're welcome to go into this pose whenever you feel your breath is shortening or you feel a posture is just not right for you. Listen to your body and don't push through the pain. Return to tabletop. Now rotate your body, your torso, as if you were trying to scrub the inside of a cylinder. Nice deep breaths. Rotate the other way. Curl your toes. Move your hands forward. Raise your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. This being the first one of the day, I invite you to walk it out a bit, extending the one leg while bending the other, and then vice versa. Bend the knees, keeping a long line of energy in the spine. Now slowly inch your hands back to meet your toes at the back of the mat. Bend your knees, round your spine, and slowly articulate back up, vertebra by vertebra, until you reach the top. Roll your shoulders back, draw the shoulders down, and start to slowly, step by step, grounding with every step, move to the front of your mat, consciously feeling all the energy rising from the ground, shooting up through the crown of your head. Once you reach the top of your mat, we're going to establish Padabandha. Padabandha is when you have your all your body rooted down on the four corners of both your feet. The four corners of your feet are right here and then right here. That is where all the balance is. So for the mountain pose, you can either have your toes together and your heels slightly spread apart, or you can have your feet, the outside edges of your feet parallel to the outside edges of your mat at hip width distance. That's the option. So establish Padabandha, activate the calf muscles, micro bend the knees, activate the hamstrings, the thighs, tuck the tailbone forward, press the navel towards the spine, draw your shoulders down away from your ears, palms facing forward as if they were holding two heavy buckets of paint. And establish your Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is the ocean sounding breath. It could sound like a whispering breath also. It should sound like if you put your hand in front of your mouth and you go, it should sound like that, but coming out of your nose. This is also anatomical position, and it is how to properly stand. So really dial into this breath. Inhale, raise the hands up, keeping the shoulders drawn down away from the ears and the fingers energizing towards the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hip, fold forward. Welcome to grab the elbows and sway a little bit, side to side, a few wiggles. I'm teaching this class from the rainforest, so it's quite humid. Might need to use a towel a couple of times. Inhale, hands on the shin, fingertips on the shins. Extend the arms, micro bend in the thoracic spine, which is the middle portion of your spine. And gaze down while you draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, place your hands on the outside of your feet. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Tuck the tailbone in. Welcome to plank. Plank is one of the most important postures, as this will strengthen the core, your abs, and your lower back. Exhale, lower halfway down to a chaturanga. Inhale, roll up to an upward facing dog. Avoid letting the heels splay. Knees off the ground, legs active. Drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Still welcome to walk it out. Active recovery on this posture. Really tap into the Ujjayi breath.